Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the CW and Superman Lois. We've got official news in regards to the premiere date of Season 4, Episode 1, aka the first episode of the final season of Superman Lois. So this is coming from the wrap, so the link will be in the description below. But if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future DCTV videos later this year. Okay, so we got big news. This is coming from the upfronts in regards to the winter tour that they've been doing. I don't know exactly what it's called, but basically we're going to be breaking down the article that goes over some of the comments that he has been making in regards to what he has said at this event at the TV Critics Association's 2024 Winter Tour. But this is how the start of the article goes. The CW has a clear goal in mind for its future: to change the conversation about the big four networks to include a fifth member. CW President Dennis Miller and President of Entertainment Brad Schwartz addressed the company's ambitions at this winter tour. Now, first things first, before we go into this, it's crazy that CW think that they can be a top 4 member. Well, they would be the 5th member, along with like CBS, ABC, NBC, and all of those. I'm telling you guys right here, right now, with this scheme that they've got going on, with how this regime at the CW is trying to make things work, they're never going to be top 5. They're going to be top 20 max, like literally where they are right now. And so let's go into this. So they say we want to be a big 5 network, and now with news, sports, talk, scripted, unscripted, live events and game shows, we're getting there. And he's saying that already, and literally they are down in terms of numbers, they're down in terms of money, so don't know what they're talking about. Yes, they've got the CW to be something that's different from itself. It's not the CW anymore. They should just totally rebrand and call it something else, which could happen down the line. But basically they have got all of this programming, but it's like not performing well. So yeah, that's, you know, obviously a problem that they have to deal with in the future, but they've got all the kind of main bits that make up a top 4 network. And so he goes on to say, if the last year was a time of reinvention, this year is a time of breaking through. As Nexstar took ownership of the CW last year, the network cancelled a slew of young adult originals it was known for, including Walker Independence, Kung Fu, Supernatural prequel series, The Winchesters, and Arrowverse series Gotham Knights. During that year, long-running series such as Riverdale, Nancy Drew, and The Flash also released their final seasons. So that was in 2023. And so to be a big broadcast brand, this is again another quote, we had to expand and do more than just that. This is him referencing the cancellations. So he's trying to give us a good excuse for why they cancelled it, why their big plans of becoming a top 5 network make it okay to cancel all of the CW's old stuff. We couldn't operate as a niche kind of cable brand anymore, and specifically targeting an audience that maybe isn't watching as much broadcast TV as they used to. I think we're still doing that thing the CW did really well. Shows like Wild Cards kind of remind you of a little bit of that old CW, like Heart of Dixie or Gilmore Girls, but we had to get bigger. We had to broaden out. Luckily, we have 7 nights a week, 2 hours a night of programming to fill now that we have sports on the weekends, and we have a lot of time to sell. I think we can serve a lot of audiences. So that's what they're trying to do, serve a huge amount of audiences, but also kind of address the CW audience that used to be there. But I don't think a show like Wild Cards is going to get Gilmore Girls fans or Riverdale fans to be involved in that show. Like, it just doesn't seem very good and very interesting. And so that's his excuse to cancel all of the kind of niche genre shows that the CW was known for. It's that they just wanted to be a bigger brand, and so, you know, they cancelled all of them. Like, I don't think fans of those shows are going to appreciate these comments at all. Like, I don't appreciate them at all. But anyway, continuing on, only 4 CW originals remain, including Superman Lois, and so the network heads broke down the strategy at this winter tour around saving the final season of Superman Lois for the fall, even though the special effects of the series will likely be ready by the summer. So Schwartz has teased that this upcoming season of Superman Lois, Season 4, is incredible and will be one of the best shows on TV. This is what he said. And so that is an interesting reveal. We've got the official confirmation that they are saving Superman Lois Season 4, aka the final season, for the fall. That means for the autumn. So it's going to come out sometime in October, where traditionally the CW would normally release like the Flash, Arrow and everything, because it's just like the perfect time of the year to start, because they can sell the show at the upfronts, and so, you know, it's like a perfect kind of jumping off point. And so they've chosen to go for the fall, even though the show in all likelihood will be ready by the summer if they were to choose a summer release date. Now, they don't get specific with when summer could be, like it could be June, August, or even July, like in the middle of that. And some other CW shows will begin airing in the summer, but they've decided to wait for the fall. And I think this is a good idea, despite the fact that I want Superman Lois to come ASAP, and they're going to be finished filming in April, guys. Like, you have to remember, they're going to be done for a while, and the special effects will be ready by the summer, so hopefully you can only pray that they're going to put so much time and effort into promoting Superman Lois that it's going to be a huge final season. That's what I hope. And I don't have any trust in this regime at the CW to do that, but let's just hope that they realize how incredible it is, just like Brad Schwartz is describing. But he's obviously going to describe everything as great that they produce, because he's in charge of the entertainment there, so that just makes sense. But yeah, I really do hope that they kind of stick to their word and actually promote this properly. And so he says, I watched the first episode last night and I think it's going to make you cry. So obviously the first episode is coming off the back of that massive cliffhanger at the end of season 3. Again, we don't know what is happening in this episode. Is it going to be the death of Superman or not? We'll have to wait and see. In all likelihood, there's probably going to be a time jump and you're going to just see what happened with Doomsday because of the budget cuts, probably in a brief glimpse or two. But apparently the episode is really good and emotional, which is really nice to hear. So Brad Schwartz went on to say, we feel like it would be wasted in the summer, so let's put it in the fall where we can sell it in the upfronts and we can really talk about it, says Schwartz. He says, we can use how awesome Superman Lois is and use that to lead into another show that we are really excited about, which is the Librarian spin-off. Now, I'm actually a big fan of Librarian, so I don't mind this strategy. Like, I'm a fan of both those shows. I don't know if you guys ever watched Librarians, but I used to watch it when I was younger and I really liked it. So fair enough if they want to pair them together, because they've got the new spin-off coming to the CW. And as Brad says, he thinks it'll be a waste in the summer and they can use the upfronts to like properly sell it so they can talk about it and basically get as much eyes on it as possible, which they are obviously desperate to do because they want to be this huge success, as they've been going around town and telling everyone we're going to be the next biggest thing, even though our ratings aren't the best right now and they haven't been good for a while, and their profitability is at an all-time low. It's even lower than when they bought the company. So yeah, it's not going well, even though they are kind of publicly saying, yes, we've got all this content, look how much content we've got, but they're not making money. They're nowhere near to making money. And in regards to Superman Lois, I'm happy that he's talking about it in a really good way, and I'm happy that he thinks the fall was the best time, because I mean, at least we get to think about Superman Lois longer and it will end later. That's like the one plus. Like, I don't mind if it's a little bit delayed, and yes, we haven't had season 3 for a long time. It's been a while since then, so obviously I would like to see season 4, but at least we're going to see them filming up until April, and then obviously there's going to be a big dry period where we hear nothing, and then when you get to the upfronts, when you get closer to October, that's when you're going to start to hear more and more in regards to Superman Lois's final season, and we'll start to get trailers, we'll start to get photos, synopsis, and everything like that. So we're going to be waiting a while, guys. It is only February and he is saying we are waiting until October, so that is kind of crazy. But yeah, some of the other CW shows like All American Homecoming are going to be coming out in the summer of 2024. That is the plan right now. So it's not like they've just completely skipped over the summer for all of their releases. It's just for Superman and Lois, they are keeping it for the fall because they think that is a really valuable show, and obviously this is going to be the final season. But that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. It would really help this video get out there. Also subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. But for now, click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see red.